Do you always get killed by the imposter in Among Us? Do you always get accused of being the imposter in Among Us? Or are you just overall really sus? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then welcome to this video. Top 10 tips and tricks to be a better crewmate in Among Us. Let's go. Now this one's more of a cool trick than a tip, but it still works. I highly recommend you change your name to You Fool I, Idiot I, or I Told You I. Now this is because when you die, it'll say something like, you fool, I was not the imposter, or I told you I was not the imposter, or idiot, I was the imposter. I'll just say something cool in the end. Coming in at number 9, we all know only crewmates can do tasks in Among Us. But it's easy for an imposter to fake a task, right? Well, what if I told you each map in the game had their own tasks that you can actually see if someone does them or not? And I'm going to show you each task and how you can see if someone actually did them or not. Let's go. First up, we got all visual tasks for the map, the skid. Now first up, we got the trash chute. Now, at first, this task is visual. You can't actually tell if someone's faking it or not. But if you follow them once they're done with the first part of the task, as you can see here, you'll see if they're actually faking it or not. Then once you're done following them, you can see if they're actually doing the task or not. By looking in the bottom, you can see if all the trash was dumped out or not. Next up, we got the Medbay Scan. No imposter even bothers faking this task. If someone does this task, it is obvious they're the crewmate. Just no questions asked. Come on, no imposter would even bother faking this task. Next up, we have the clear asteroids task. Now you're probably asking, how is this a visual task? Well, if you look in the bottom right, you can actually see lasers firing every time someone does this task. So if you're wondering if anyone's doing this task or faking it, just check the bottom right corner. Now, last and certainly not least for the skid map, the last visual task on this map is the shields. Now you're probably wondering, how is this a visual task? Well, once you complete the task, if you look in the bottom right, you'll see these lights glow up. And also there's a vent right by next to it, meaning someone might be able to just disappear if you lose eyesight of them. It's happened to me before. So you obviously know if someone's faking this task or not now. You're welcome. Coming in at number 8, we got all the visual tasks for the map More HQ. Now unfortunately, the only visual task I could find for this map is the Medbay Scan. I've tried finding other tasks, but I just couldn't. So if you see anyone doing this task, you know they're a crewmate. Coming in at number 7, we got all visual tasks for the map Polis. Now, first up, we got the clear asteroids task. If you look closely, you can see lasers shooting, so you can tell if someone's faking this task or not. You're welcome. Now, the only other visual task for the map Polis is the Medbay Scan. At this rate, I really feel like I don't even have to say why this is on the list, but this is the only other visual task. Now, tip number 6 is to always stay with another crewmate. This is because when you do stay with another crewmate, the imposter won't kill you, because as we all know, the imposter has a kill cooldown time. So if it kills one of you, the other one can just report the body and catch the imposter in the act. And also, if people accuse you as the imposter, you have someone to back you up and prove them wrong. But be careful, because you might accidentally team up with the imposter and get yourself killed. Coming in at number 5, I think you probably already know this, but I'm just going to say it just in case. Do all your tasks. Now, if you didn't know, if you and all of your other fellow crewmates complete all of your tasks, you automatically win the game, regardless of how many people the imposter actually killed. So do all your tasks, it might actually pay off. Coming in at number 4 is check cams. This is because you might be able to catch the imposter in the act if you check cams. But most imposters already know this, that there's a red light blinking every time someone checks the camera. So what you're going to want to do is constantly keep checking, but then you're going to want to get off the camera so you can fool the imposter to thinking that you're gone, and you might just be able to catch them in the act. Coming in at number 3, we got just look for suspicious movement. This is because the imposters usually don't know where to go because they don't have any tasks to do. And also, look out if anyone tries to run away from sabotages, just because imposters cause those and they usually don't want to solve them. Coming in at number 2, now this one's only for the More HQ map. Always check the sensors. This is because, as you can see on the screen, red and pink just passed to the southwest area. So if pink dies, I'll know it's red because they were right by next to each other the entire time. Coming in at number 1, the best tip in all of Among Us as a crewmate. If you think someone is the imposter, first off, say it in the chat. In this case, I think Black's the imposter. And when they ask why or for proof, just say, what, do you want a 5-page essay? As you can see, we successfully got Black voted off. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. Goodbye.